breaking revelations from FCT Senator Ireti Kingibe. She says that FCT Minister Nyesom Wike didn't just allocate lands, juicy Abuja plots. He also waived fees for his own sons. Today we unpack the proof. We expose the laws that Wike might have broken, and then we reveal the consequences, the penalties that could end Wike's political career. Could this be the scandal that topples Abuja's top power broker right now? Watch this video and hear for yourself, or refresh your memory if you have seen it before, exactly what Senator Ireti Kingibe said about Wike on live TV.
If I were making a list of all the things that President Tinubu has done wrong, the greatest wrong he's done to himself, the thing that has demarketed him the most, has been on Minister Wike, because FCT is a mini Nigeria. Even people who vote in other places, they live here or they come and go. And when you watch the impunity, it doesn't speak, it doesn't sell this government. Minister Wike, he doesn't obey the rule of law. He's autocratic. He doesn't follow any rules or any laws. And when you try to draw his attention that governance is based on laws, the rule of law, he doesn't accept that. Abuja University had approximately 11,000 hectares. Minister Wike has revoked 7,000 of it and left them with 4. It is definitely against the Land Use Act for you to take land from institutions to give them to individuals. In Buari, there's a land allocated for a government general hospital. Mr. Wike revokes it, and he's having some sort of a market or mall or something put on it. Now, how do you think a people will feel who expect that at the very least maybe you'll try and build that general hospital, not take it and give it to your crony? And all these things are documented. They are not done in a hidden manner. It's all open and you can do your worst. Wike has been harassing all of FCT over ground rent. In fact, he's not giving any time. If you don't pay your 2K that you owe, we will revoke your whole house for 80K or 2K or whatever the ground rent is. It varies from people to people, including embassies. Now, I have documents, and since Minister Wike is so popular, how come it's so easy to get secret documents of everything that's going on within the FCDA? I have documents to show that when Minister Wike allocated land to his sons, huge tracts of land, fine, they, as he says, though they are his sons, they're entitled to land, no problem. But the bills, I have them documented, of 200 million that you need to pay, 100 million here that you need to pay, they wrote to him asking that the bill, he should give a waiver and reduce it. Within 48 hours, they are going from 200 million to 22 million.
And that's illegal, isn't it? Of
course it's illegal.
Right.
At the very least, it's unfair, it's unethical. At the very least, I am a civil engineer, I'm a fact person. I wouldn't come here without I wouldn't say so publicly without having
Indeed.
the facts and the documents. So he should be aware that most things he does, I will know.
So what are you going to do with those documents?
Oh, I'm going to take those documents and go to the body, the equivalent of his state assembly, and insist that that assembly, the president from whom Wike derives his powers, goes back to the National Assembly for approval for everything. And Wike, who is deriving powers from him, does not go to the National Assembly for anything except budget.
Now, what are the laws that Wike may have broken? First, the Constitution and Code of Conduct. No conflict of interest, no benefit to relatives. What are the possible violations? Wike's sons got land and free waiver. Land Use Act, Section 16 and Section 17. Rents cannot be waived unless for public interest. What are the possible violations? Private family benefits. ICPC Act, Section 19. Abuse of office for unfair advantage. Preferential allocation. That's the possible violation. Penal Code Section 123. Disobeying legal fee requirement. What is the possible violations? Waived statutory charges. Now, if proven, Wike faces fines, seizure of land, removal from office, and up to 5 years, even 10 years, disqualification from public service. Let's not forget that the senator promised a table of proof. She said, or she claimed she has documentary evidence. What happens next? The Senate committee must now summon Wike to investigate this matter. We can't just hear and allow this to pass by just like that. If we do, we are strengthening and feeding impunity fat, and all of us will bear the consequence. Without rule of law and due process and respect for it, we don't have a society. Wike is a minister of the Federal Republic, a creation of the law, of the FCT, a creation of the law. So he must be seen to be respecting the law. So you and I must take actions right now so that we feed and strengthen the rule of law. The Senate committee must now summon them. 2, we must now call on the Code of Conduct Tribunal to try Minister Nyesom Wike. We must call on it. And then also, we can also call on the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission to freeze title and take appropriate action against Wike. Let's not forget the EFCC. This constitutes economic and financial crimes in every extent, in every ramification. So they must also swing into action and investigate Minister Nyesom Wike. Wike's camp may call this political witch hunt. But like they always say, is it true? That's what we should focus on. But then at the end, who will win? Will impunity win, or will the rule of law thrive? I'm filing petitions today. Will the watchdogs bite or back off? Hit subscribe, share this video. Let's flood Abuja with freedom of information requests. In the next episode, I will reveal whether Aegis opened the files or slammed the doors.